John, yeah, 2-0 in the end. Big gap between the two goals, but it always looked like we were in control of the game, and a good performance again at home.
Yeah, listen, I think there's a few shout-outs that I should probably throw out there. I mean, the staff to get the game on in the first place, and I know it's a 3G pitch, but the heavens came down this morning, and some people behind the scenes have worked extremely hard to make sure that we can play today. And ultimately, we've been able to return the favour with a really good performance, a solid performance. And one thing that's, I don't know, it's clear is that a lot of teams know how much of a threat we are going forward. I don't think people are realising how good defensively we've been. I mean, we've kept 5 clean sheets now since I've come in, which might sound not as many, but I looked at the stats earlier on. I think we've got the 3rd best defence in the league. I think we've got the 5th best attack in the league. So everyone looks at us as this attacking phenom, but defensively we've been fantastic. And today was another great showing from the back 4, the players that came on defensively as a unit, as a squad. We've been brilliant. And listen, I've got a lot of respect for them. I've got a lot of respect for Clegg. You can see the difference that he's made to this club. Obviously in the history and all that stuff, but recently as well, I went and watched them maybe 6 weeks ago, and without being disrespectful, they were nowhere near as good as they were today. Nowhere near. I thought they knocked it about really well. The movement was fantastic. They looked really well drilled, and I tell you what, that's not an easy thing to do. I think today the quality showed, and I think, and I'll always say it, but I think we've got the best group in this league. I fully believe in this group of players, and when they play like they do today, ultimately maybe second half, when they play like they did second half, they'll blow teams away. And I think, listen, 2-0 is a fair result, but we could have probably scored 4 or 5 today. I think Cal Saunders, if he had his shooting boots on, he probably could have got himself not just a hat-trick, but probably a couple more. So no, I'm proud as punch of the group. I think they've been brilliant ever since they've come in, but today they just went and showed again just how good they can be.
Yeah, you mentioned the defence being strong. It's also the attacking players tracking back were really impressive today. Like that one with Kai in late in the game it gets the crowd going as well, doesn't it?
Exactly. And in all fairness, I mean, fair play to all the fans coming out today, because the weather wasn't exactly. I mean, you probably see it behind me. It's not the nicest day today. Windy, pretty cold, and we still got over 400 through, I think, which is a sign of what we're doing in terms of the club going forward, the people coming back, which is important. But again, you go back to the goals and attacking flair gets people off the seats, but you're absolutely right. Kai's ran 50 yards, absolutely sprint 50 yards to come back. He was probably out of position in the first place, but he came back, put a slide tackle in. You're right, everyone stands up, so it's not just about scoring loads of goals, which is great, because I think we're more than capable of doing it. It's about being organised. It's about showing that you're willing to fight and put, I don't know, a bit of metal into what you're trying to do, and I think this group are doing that. They're doing it in abundance, and that's why we're picking up results. That's why we're doing well. That's why we're performing well. I still think we've got 2 or 3 gears to go. I really do, and I think anyone can agree. I thought first half, I don't think we really dictated the play as well as we could have done. I don't think we dictated as well as we did second half. I thought second half we were brilliant, and I think that we noticed straight away just when we stepped on the front foot a little bit more. We kept the ball in their half more, and at times it wasn't pretty, but gosh, if you think it was going to be pretty in a day like this, then you're probably a little bit fickle. But today I thought we were very well organised, and that comes from the players on the pitch, but then I thought at times when we actually got the ball down and shifted it, we were brilliant as well.
Yeah. We were all trying to work out how that first goal went in. It's not a surprise that Kai scored, but the way it went in, did he mean it? Was it a deflection?
He'll always say he meant it. He'll always say he meant it.
Yeah.
No, listen, it's about moments, isn't it? Football's about moments, and Kai's brought us a fair few good moments recently. And I thought today he was actually brilliant again. And I know he's only had 1 goal, and some will say it's a fluke, but do you know what? I actually do believe he probably did mean it. He probably did mean it, and I'd have thought you're stupid for even trying to shoot from there. But this is why he's doing as well as he is, and this is the confidence coming out in him. You know, this is the belief in himself. I'd say if you look back at probably this point last season compared to the Kai that we've got now, you look at he's exactly the same player, but it's the confidence and the belief to go out and play like he's doing. He's more than capable of playing a higher level than this. And I think anyone can agree with me there. I don't want him to go, but ultimately at some point down the line there'll be teams sniffing around him, which is great, because it means that we're doing something well here. Now Kai keeps scoring goals for us, then I don't think he'll be a league above or even 2 leagues above. I think he can go even further than that. He's just got to maintain that belief in himself and that work ethic that he's shown, and coming back doing those 50-yard sprints, they're massive for him. And listen, I talk about Kai there. We've probably got 7 or 8 players in our group who I would argue are more than capable of playing higher. And listen, we're very confident at the moment. I'm very confident, and I might be naive to say that, but each and every one of those players in that dressing room should have that belief in themselves to be able to push on. And if they don't have that, then ultimately they're at the wrong club, because we want to push on. We're an ambitious club. We want to really step on the gas now. And I'd like to think everyone here watching would like that too. And I think if we can keep doing what we're doing, playing like we're playing, and having that belief in ourselves and having that winning mentality, I think we'll have a real good chance at being successful. And I talk about what does success, what do you define success as, and everyone will define it differently. I define it with winning games of football, and that's what we're doing. 9 out of 12, 1 draw in that. That's not a bad record. If we keep that up, then we'll see where we are at the end of the season.
Yeah, that's great.